Hello guys, time to do the animal tier list. So we'll be we'll be ranking which animals out of course the best. Of course, this is a factual tier list, it's not my opinion. We'll be basing them how well they are in the builds. Well, the worst builds basically to the best builds. So some animals are gonna be pretty bad on the list. I'm just warning you. So the first animal I think is S tier is the dog. That's because the dog is one of the best support classes for humans of all. Of all the support classes for humans, the dogs are the best because they have the best morale boosts for any of the support classes for humans. Probably the best of the canine builds. Next, the first build. Where was it? Where are they? Oh, Swaths. Swaths, you had a good one. The Swaths basically, they have the worst movement speed. They have to, you know, animals in the Amazon even sometimes treat swabs as jokes. They have to really go down to the ground to go to the bathroom. You know, for some reason they have to go all the way down to the ground even though they can't, even though they're already in a tree. They can't, the swabs makes no sense, and swabs should be very very overpowered as well. Next, the all the other lemurs, they're not all all of them are not that great. With the exception of the ring-tailed lemur from Madagascar. Most of the lemurs, the reason why they're mostly nocturnal or the only non-nocturnal ones are found in Madagascar because they always get outcompeted by apes. And next are frogs. So frogs are also one of the most, with a few exceptions, are some of the most unviable builds in the entire game. A lot of frogs are very, very, very unviable builds. So we're going to the some more higher tier builds. So first higher tier build is the elephant. The only thing that can really threaten the elephants are humans. And elephants are very big, of course. They move in herds, and of course elephants are powerful. They can easily slug off hits from many, many, many animals. And of course their trunk makes them even more overpowered. Next we have one of the most infamous builds, the panda. Panda is probably the weakest. I'm sorry to say this, but panda is one of the weakest of the bear species because only a bit. The panda has a bite strength of a lion, stronger than a lion. Yet it uses all of its points on eating bamboo. Like what kind of animal would do that? It's a bear. It's supposed to be a predator, and it's going around. It's not in you know the and of course bamboo is not really the twist as compared to meat. Of course, pandas are also very slow, and also they don't really have high stealth. The only thing they do is sit around and eat bamboo all day. Basically, you know that's all they really do. So that's the F tier ones for you. Owls are pretty good. Owls, I think, are B tier. They're nowhere near as good as eagles. They're pretty good night builds, basically. They're pretty good builds at the night. They can easily beat many small prey animals, but they can easily be outmatched by eagles, is why they only come out at night. Next are the Komodo dragons. The Komodo dragons are another S tier. Komodo dragons have one of the fights in the entire game, basically. They can bite and they can just wait until the other animal, you know, dies, and then they can, that they're pretty great predators. And it's the same that they're only restricted to one island, Komodo Islands. They're only restricted to those areas, so it's pretty same. So next build, what build could go over next? Yeah, a lot of these builds are not really that bad. I'll go with the mouse/rat. Mouses and rats are basically the jack of all trade builds. Basically, the very great survivalist build. Mice and rats are very much very. They have differences, but they're pretty much great survivalist builds as a whole. So, and they have adapted to be close to humans as well. So that gives them an advantage as well. Next are monkey. All apes are pretty OP. Apes are actually higher than monkeys, but monkeys, are pretty powerful. and the only bad monkeys are no, not monkeys, primates are the lemurs, and that's how it is. So the monkeys, because they have very high intelligence, they can easily, and because of their social structures, they're actually pretty strong contenders on the tier list. All monkeys as well. I don't think there's apes on here at all, but monkeys I think are pretty overpowered. Next is the what animal should I do next? Next animal is the rhino. The rhino is used to be a pretty good build back in the day, but it's really, the rhino all it really has going for it is it can ram people, ram creatures with its horn. And the problem is, all rhinos are can I know all the problem is humans basically almost hunted every single rhino to extinction because of the horns, because hunting for the horns. Sadly, that made rhino used to be like a higher tier, but thanks to humans, being humans, being overpowered, they of course almost hunted most of the rhinos to extinction. Three of the five rhino species are critically endangered, I think. So next build on the list is the fox. Foxes are not that great. Actually they're better than that. That's coyote tail. Foxes are C tail. Foxes, they hunt on smaller animals. They're more, they hunt in disorganized groups and stuff. So foxes are a mid tier dog. They're much better canine builds such as wolves and dogs. Obviously out there, which of course wolves are A tier because they can pack hunt and stuff. And of course wolves are of course A tier. They do give there is a dog that is better than wolves, but canines are there are a few canines that are better than wolves, but wolves basically adopted the premiers of the team strategies as a whole. So wolves are pretty high in the list. Next up, fists. Fists are fists are pretty unviable as well. Most fists are high, they get bodied by dolphins, they get bodied by all these other animals. Next is the cheetah. The cheetah's fast speed is not really helping them at much because the cheetah gets bodied by all the other cats. They get bodied by hyenas, which are often mistaken for a low tier. But hyenas are probably one of the worst, one of the weakest animals compared to lions, hyenas, African painted dogs, and various other animals. You know, the kind of, out of all the predators, I think no, not hyenas, cheetahs are one of the lower tiers. Indo, it's sad because cheetahs are very, very famous animals, but they're lower than, of course, lions, which are A tier, because they hunt in packs, they have a social structure, and they're the kings of the savannah, not the jungle. That's tigers for you. But, tigers are the king of the jungle, because they actually live in the jungle. So, tigers are higher than lions. They are, what? Tigers are solitary. They are much more dangerous than lions, despite only hunting ones. Okay, so next animals are camels. Camels are pretty overpowered for the desert servers. It's considered they can store stuff in the humps, and they can camels are basically adapted perfectly for their own servers. So they're A tier. Yeah, adapted perfectly for their own servers. Next are the rabbits. Rabbits are not that strong. They can run away pretty fast, but they get bodied by coyotes, wolves, foxes, and all these other animals. All foxes really have is just running away. You know, that's all we really have. It's running away. You know, next animal is this is. I think this is. I think that's the Liger there. It's pretty hard to see that image there, but I think what animals do I do next? Ducks. Ducks are I think C tier birds. They're they're pretty common, but they get bodied by some animals pretty easy. But they can escape onto the water and stuff. The only problem is the ducks are in some when there's actual predators in the water, but ducks are not really. Ducks can easily fly away. The only problem is ducks have to have a problem with stealth builds coming from underneath them. But otherwise, ducks are probably a mid tier animal at most because they have the fight ability and that's still pretty overpowered. Next are the bats. They're the only mammals to unlock the fight ability, and the fight ability is pretty overpowered if used right. Bats come out during the night. They hide in caves. they don't really get hunted that much, by other animals. So bats are kind of, they live in groups, big groups, and they're pretty cool. So bats, they're C tier. Okay, next up, sheep. Sheep. If you ever heard of sheep, yeah, sheeps are D tier. They're not F tier like the swafts and lemurs and other animals that but they're pretty low on the list. Sheeps are pretty docile. Don't worry. Oh, there are sheeps that are actually more powerful, like the bighorn sheep, but the domestic sheep isn't really that powerful at all, and can't really defend itself much more easier. Next are the parrots. Parrots, I think, I'm having, it's either B, no, I think it's parrots. Parrots have a pretty high intelligence level, so, and modern day meta is more around intelligence based builds. So that's the parrot, ATL, obviously. Next is the sea turtle. It is probably the best turtle build. It can survive in the most unforgiving meta of all time. So yes, tigers, not tigers, turtles can survive in the most unforgiving meta. Next are hamsters. Hamsters are not out in the same boat as next animals are roadrunners. They are known for running away. So ground-based birds are not really that great. Not they're not F tier material, but they're D tier. They're actually C tier because they can run away. They're very fast and mobile as well. So next are dolphins. Dolphins are S tier easily because dolphins are very intelligent. Dolphins can easily, trick fish and all these other animals in the ocean. They're probably one of they're probably the second best cetacean build in the game, besides the orcas. Next is the narwhal. Narwhals, are B tier because they have to live in the Arctic, and also because of they live almost underwater. They'll have to go out of the water. They have to, breathe in the snow times, and they're animals that the Arctic is, a very unforgiving meta. Actually, for living in the Arctic and surviving there is pretty impressive. So I put an A tier. You know, next animal is the snakes. Snakes are pretty good, and it's depending on what snakes are talking about. Most snakes I think are on B tier. There's a few snakes that are higher, but snakes don't really have any limbs, so it makes they're more around stealth, and they're pretty great stealth builds. So they're B tier, mid tier, mid no mid high mid tier basically. Next are alpacas. Alpacas are pretty suited for the mountainous environment, or these animals I think are around B or C tier. Next are armadillos. Armadillos are pretty. You just be pretty overpowered, but they're still pretty powerful because they have pretty high defense. So pretty highly defense build. And we're almost done. Next are horses. Horses I think are a B. I think no wait, B. Yeah, it's a A. Horses are B tier. They'll yeah. I know horses are A tier. Horses can run really fast. They have pretty high stamina for one of the highest staminas in the world. So yeah, axolotls, they're pretty great because they can regenerate the bodies, their limbs pretty easily. They have really great regeneration, but they're amphibians, so amphibians are all pretty unviable at this point. Most of them, but I think for axolotls are solid C tier. They're better than frogs. Next are giraffes. Giraffes are they want to make the dinosaur, the long neck dinosaur builds again, and they only reach the builds. But the problem is giraffes get easily bodied by ticks and bugs they can't reach. But they can get help from birds and stuff that cover them. So giraffes are pretty untouchable as they are. So I think they'll probably, and of course they're on the most unforgiving server. So sea lions they're basically the improvement over the seal build. Seals I think are C tier at best, but sea lions can move much faster than seals. And next are the mongooses. The mongooses, you know, no, I don't know. Meerkats, not mongooses, different animals. Meerkats, they're pretty, they're kind of in the same tier as prairie dogs. And I gotta put, yeah, this cat is going here too. So I think that's supposed to be a leopard, or I think that's supposed to be weapons. Weapons are BTL. So that's it. So that is the tier list for the animals of the world. The animals of the world. So these are the F tier animals. F to these animals, and here's are the D tier. These are the C tier, the B tier animals, and of course the S tier animals. I try to make it as accurate as possible. With what fails, I think are underrated. Underrated or overrated. Obviously. Yeah, now also going back to D tier, B tier. I put them in B tier before. But the cetacean build is pretty overpowered. There's no real actual bad. Yeah, they're BTL. They have one of the worst defenses as well too. So one of the worst defenses, but they are even in the most unforgiving server in the game. So that's basically it. So that's the animal tier list. That's basically it. Goodbye.